resistance up above. Yeah. Support gon' hold me when I'm falling. Resistance up above, keep me calling. I don't break down, I just bounce off the floor. Wait for the level, then I'm ready for more. Support, resistance, that's the line. Respect it till it breaks, then I'm right on time. Price came down to the level where I'm waiting. The man stepping in, watch the buyers start rotating. I don't catch a knife, I just wait for the bounce. Support got a hold, confirm for I pounce. Resistance overhead where the sellers wanna stack it. Rejection at the ceiling, watch it tap it and crack it. Break and retest, now the floor was a roof. Support, flip resistance, that's the level telling truth. Hold the line. Wait for it, wait for it. Every level got a story if you patient enough. Zone that hell before, gon' hold when it's rough. I don't chase the middle, I just straight from the edge. By the floor, sell the ceiling, never jump off the ledge. Read the chart, not the news, keep it clean, keep it light. Sean told me mark the levels before I ever hit buy. Support, resistance in the space in between. Keep discipline, let it come, that's the wolf routine. Hold the line, support, hold me down. Hold the line, till the level break the ground. Confirmation on the retest, then I ride. Support, resistance, that's the guide. Support, go hold. Resistance, gon' break, break. Wait for the level. Keep discipline. Stay stacked on. Risk off. Risk off. They just turning everybody late. Everybody bullish to the regime flip. You'll start ripping in the wrist tray slip. Vix was sleeping, now wake up screaming. Dollar start ripping, now the loan start bleeding. Rotation never quiet for the headline hit. Smart money moving while the crowd still lit. Credit start widening, that's the tail right there. Curve getting twisted and nobody aware. I don't need the news to tell me what it means. Bonds already told me watch the flip on the screen. Risk off, it ain't personal, it's math. De-risk early, that's the capital path. For the tape turn, everybody bout to learn. Risk off, they run it. Risk off, they run it. Regime flip, now the whole thing done. Risk on, they buying. Risk off, they crying. Read the flow, I was gone for it. Flip, protect the capital. Regime flip. Protect the capital. Regime flip. Same trade Monday, get you murdered on Thursday. Regime gonna announce it, just switch the whole runway. What was working don't work, that's the whole lesson. Don't marry the position, marry the process. Blessing yields, dollar VIX, that's the trinity talking. When they move together, that's the smart money walking. Rotation in the safety while the retail hold it back. Flip my whole book, I ain't gotta brag. Keep discipline through the shifts, don't freeze. Size down, step back, let the market breathe. Risk off, don't miss, getting me smart. Like the trade them all, that's the whole art. I ride, I hide, I adapt, read the flow, never trap. stay stacked, dog.
Yo, yo, yo. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. Hope y'all got some of the meta games today. Trader Say, how you doing, man? Artie Wolf, how you doing? Brandon, there you go. B-Dog, how you doing, man? Oh, yeah. Hey, that's what I like to hear. Maribel! Let's see. Make sure I got everything checked. Jose, what it do? Oh, yeah, we back at it, man. Hey, Friday gonna be the mandatory day unless something happened. Yesterday was a surprise. Let's see. So these are ones that came from yesterday. If y'all got some tickers, y'all already know what to do. Go ahead and drop some. But I am going to be going over some weekly confirmations, as well as the daily ones. So, and I know A-Net is like number one on that Joker. Actually, I'll do this. Blank canvas. And OF. I ain't never heard of that one. Wait a minute now. What we got? Oh. Ain't they broke that 1 week? Yep. I've been waiting on that. When H Nike. Let me look over here on this. Oh yeah. Hey, that A-Net plan I got, that thing at TP2. And it was like, hey, go ahead and start trimming. And just hold a runner. Let me see something. Nope. Let me go back over here. Untold. I've been seeing this one a lot. Ooh, it's doing the pullback. It's doing the retest. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm pretty sure that's the one Pascal put in here. Rosalina, how you doing? Heavy! Alright, IBM. I typed it in the chat, didn't I? No, I didn't. It never typed anywhere. Okay. Boom. Alright, STX and NVIDIA. NVIDIA was at one today. Them and Meta. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you put in NVIDIA because you asked me, hey, is it already running up? Well, it's already ran up? I'm going to show you something that you'll see in your Black Wolf training that you'll know that the move's not done. And I'm just going to go over the weeklies on the indices since I went over them yesterday, but they definitely did what they were supposed to do, except IWM. I don't know what's wrong with me lady. IBM, and then what was the other one? Somebody told me to do one. Oh, my memory is shot. Marlene, how you doing? All right, we can go ahead and start. Play IWM push today? Hey, depending on how many you got, I already know you banked. IWM, that one, you can load 48,000 contracts. Crowd. Oh, yeah. All right. So, SPY on the week, it closed the high of the last week's candle, so that's pretty good. On the day we got a continued inverse arc. So SPY looking pretty good. Hey, I don't know who was paying attention today everywhere I was, but somebody called that squeeze at 7:55 today. I don't know what their name was. Rhyme with Creole or something. I don't know. I've been calling that squeeze all day. Well, probably since lunchtime. And this was the spot that SPY needed to break in order for it. So it was just riding up the WTMA cloud the whole time. And once it broke it, that's when it hit 755. So it just inched up all day until it broke the cloud. Now it's just getting pulled back to the 12. TSM, oh Lord. They ain't been doing too hot. Not lately, but they just pulling back. It can pop up easily. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll put them on there. All right, let's go to Q's. Not the month, the week. Weekly still got a bearish arc, but it did reject that down move from the 12 in May. So it's looking good so far since it's rejected that down move. The daily candle has a tight woven WTMA and 12 crossover above this trend line as well. So we're reaching level 3 territory, level 3 floating candle territory on QQQ, which everybody in the Wolf Empire knows. When you line those up, you see the vacuum forming already. So it wants to go to this previous week high of 737.62. So that's gonna be that magnet point, but it has to get past 730. It has to get past 730 first in order for it to do that. But so far it's doing pretty good. IWM, you let me down. Nah, it's still trading within the pattern though. Oh, I still got this. That going trade plan, old trade plan. Oh, for 300 calls. All right, so IWM trading within inside of the WTMA. It made that known with this week's close. Right now, it's still holding this trend line that I drew earlier. So, I mean, it looks pretty decent. All it's doing is consolidating for the next inverse arc on the daily, and then it's gonna pop back up. Probably hit some resistance right here at 301 to 302, and then 305, 306 will be the next target. ATM, man, I'm trying to tell you, ATM. See, I switch your name up every episode, by the way, but Miss at the money, ATM. All right, looking at Dow. I mean, Dow just did a slight pullback. It's still holding the WTMA and the signal line, so nothing too crazy. It did gap down 2 days ago though, so it's still holding the 12. What it has to do now is reclaim the 12 EMA. I mean, not the 12, the WTMA on the daily time frame for a continuation up. Because right now, all it did was put in a higher low, and that's about it. VIX is at 15. I mean, that's good. It just deleted the order block. What day this was? Monday. And then it retested and came right on back down. So now that order block is gone. We can keep coming down. Now, this can be a sweep. Do not be faked out by this, this order block, because on the 3-day, it may still be there. So just make sure. Oh, it actually closed. Oh, okay. We might be good on VIX. We look at the weekly. Oh, hey, yeah. Don't get faked out. Yeah, don't get faked out. This is a whole lot of bullish action up here. But so since VIX is crashing like it is, and I'm putting air quotes for crashing, since it's crashing like it is, just have your stop losses a little bit tighter if you're already in profit, because that VIX spike is going to pop you and you'll be like, man, I was up 40%, I'm down 20%. That's why, because VIX will probably do some craziness, and who knows, we're more than likely to have a war story before Sunday's futures open. So I feel like every time I say that on the Friday, it happens like within an hour. S5th still good, still above 60. It looks like it want to go up and sweep, and if it sweep, that means majority of the tickers in the S&P 500 will do a unified pullback, but we shall see. I mean, that only correlates with VIX being as low as it is as well. So if you put these two together, so they're basically gonna do the opposite thing, right? Oh my God. S5th. All right, here we go. So look, you kind of see it, right? So if I flip this S5th chart over, same move, right? So these are tickers that diverge from themselves. Like they trade the opposite way no matter what. So when you do, S5th is at a bearish order block and VIX is at a bullish order block, the pullback is almost inevitable. So go ahead and prepare yourself. So don't think we just soaring, flying high without, some resistance. I'm glad I just spotted that out too. All right. Man, bro, I drew these liquidity levels on Amazon so long ago. Hey, Tammy, I got you one at the end of the episode. I got you one. Right now, it's just going through all my old stuff, but I got you one at the end. I got you. All right, so for the monthly on Amazon, we're retesting the breaker structure level that we got. What month this was? October 2025. So you can see we got the breaker structure pulled back to the WTMA cloud, which also correlates to this change of character level. A crazy month of April, and then we topped out at this liquidity level that I drew. I don't know what month I drew this, but it came up and swept twice and then pulled back to this breaker structure level. And now we're holding the 12 EMA and the WTMA cloud while being in a fair value gap. So Amazon looking pretty good. This pullback looks pretty good and healthy. Looks like we can pop back up. Let alone the ATR is the volatility status being on aggressive with strong momentum. So Amazon can, come up out of this and go on a crazy move. And that pullback is confirmed with this bearish arc that we have on a weekly time frame. Let's see what level we got. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. Inverse arc right here correlates with this. So you already know that liquidity is right here. And as soon as it came down, it tapped that liquidity pocket and then popped back up. So bearish arc on the weekly on Amazon, but it's really no big deal. They're not crashing and burning out of the sky. It just looks like that when you're on like a 30-minute chart or something. Already see the inverse arc off of a 200 cloud on the daily time frame. And Jose, you already know what's about to happen. Yep, it's about to vacuum up. So what I'm already kind of seeing is on a lower time frame, we probably had an order block either here or here, and now we swept it for like the third time. So I just want to see. Yep. Okay, we got a trigger. Got a supply pocket. Yep, in the order block. There it is. So we came up, swept it this morning, came back and did the pullback. We're still maintaining the inverse arc and holding the the WTMA cloud. So the 12 is already up right by the order block. So the next push Amazon does, the next attempt at this order block, Amazon could just push straight through it and then start to sweep up here at around 255 to 254. Oh, Salesforce. On the monthly, it ain't looking too hot, but it is at the 200 cloud. So we're basically retesting that entire cloud. This is one of the 200 averages right here in the middle. That's why they separated by 3 lines. Let's see. We just got to break a structure with a continuation down and a pullback. And now we're, just doji in and out. So you basically got to wait until CrowdStrike either comes down to sweep at 129 on the weekly, unless we have an order block on the daily. Let's see what we got on the daily. I mean, it's at a pivot point right now. So CrowdStrike can either, complete this arc down, come back down to 146 and then sweep that level, or it could break out of this WTMA cloud right here and then accelerate up towards 185. But to be conservative, I would say 172.87 would be like an immediate bullish target on CRM. But overall, this thing is bearish. And watch when it goes up to this cloud, the 200 cloud, had them stop losses tight, because it can just easily come up and tap it and then just crash right on back down. But that's the trend that it's been doing since it crossed under. So once it's crossed under, it had an order block over here. It closed under that one, came back up, hit the 200 cloud, rejected. Came back up, rejected. It conquered it for like maybe 2 weeks, rejected. So it has a pretty predictable pattern at the moment right now. I don't know what this is. Hey, B-Dog, Brandy, what is this UGH? Because I'm looking at this thing and I wouldn't trade this with somebody else's account. All right, this the ticker I called out on Sunday. ANET. So I already showed you yesterday that the monthly was, crazily bullish. So no change on that. Here's the UNH. Oh, bet. All right, so for the weekly, we got the trigger that we were waiting on. So Monday come, this will be gone. We just got a fresh breaker structure. So all I'm looking for on UNH is to create a fair value gap and dig into it just a little bit and uphold this breaker structure level. Once it holds that breaker structure level, we'll probably get a liquidity sweep on like the 2 hour. And then, you just look for an inverse arc on like the 30 or the 15, and then UNH gonna run like crazy. And it's on aggressive. Let me see, what's the ATR? $17 in a week. It's currently at $26.97. So it's definitely expanding its ATR. Yeah, huge air quotes. This ain't my music. What is this? Oh, that's somebody's music. Yep, they trying to get me again. They trying to copyright me, Tammy. They trying to get me. You won't get me. Yeah, I just say. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, they trying to get me, man. They do this every time. They be like, "Hey, I know you want to play your music, but let's go ahead and switch up everything." I already got crowd in the list. I auto fibbed it. Hey, Jose. I ain't gonna say it. I'm just gonna put it on. Huh? What's that up there? What? All right, so yeah, ANET is still an A plus trade. It currently hit TP2 according to my trade plan that I did on Sunday. Just to show you the trade plan, what was the parameters for getting in that trade? And actually, I'll walk it back. I'll go back to the daily and then go to Monday. Boom. Go back, man. All right, so I did the trade plan on, was it Monday? Let's see. The 8th, 2 days ago. That was a refresh one. Oh, that was a fresh one, actually. So I'm gonna go up 2 candles. There we go. All right. So just to go over the trade plan Black Wolf gave me, ANET was currently under 183. So it gave you the TP of 183.45 to 185.78. And then TP2 was 188 and 190. TP3 was 194 to 195. All right. So it gave you the parameters on how to go long and how to wait for a pullback. And then it gives you a bearish contingency plan. So if ANET decided to crash out, that's when you get in your puts. You know, so at that time it gave me a 182 call if it closed above 182 and held that level. If it broke out, which it did on this change of character, it gives you a 185 717 call. Yeah, 185. And then at that point it goes into discovery mode, which correlates to discovery mode with loop apex. And then it gives you the pullback parameters. So if it pulled back under 180 to 177, all you got to do is wait for a lock candle, inverse arc, a lock candle, and then you can get in those 180s. And then if it fully crashed out to a bullish order block on the daily, like down here, that's when you would play, a 175 call at the money or in the money on that flush. But yeah, it gave all greens. Like when you see something all green, you could size up on that particular play. But if you see something like, mixed like this, like MS, hood, like those are like a day by day kind of play. Like Hut right here. Hut was super red on it. And then the next day the plan actually started. It went crazy. Like this was the same day it went up $9.37 the day I put the plan out. The day after I put the plan out. So yeah, ANET still in A plus range. I behoove you doing a fresh top down analysis with Black Wolf. I'll definitely be doing a fresher plan on it now since it hit TP2 and I trimmed out of it. So yeah, UNH. Kim, what it do? All right, so on the so on the monthly we got three floating candles, 2 confirmed floating candles, and 1 is in progress because I don't want to call this one a floater if it crashes out and touches 12 and then there's no longer a floating candle. UNH is at the point where if it broke this old change of character line, it'll line up with these empty voids on the VRVP, and it can pop up to about 453 easily. That's why. Yep, we gotta fight. We gotta fight the 200 right now. We did close above one of the 200s that's currently inside of the cloud, and we're fighting the WTMA itself. So you see, once it trades inside of the WTMA becomes that dynamic resistance. So you can see every time it tap, it just rejected. So what we're going to probably see out of UNH is the WTMA rolls over, it forms a bearish arc, and then it's going to probably print a flat bearish arc, and then some crazy news will probably come out more than likely, and then UNH get pop. So if the overall market goes down, healthcare tends to go up. So that's when you want to look at Lilly, UNH, Moderna, all of those kind of tickers right there. Let's see where healthcare stopped at today. I'm pretty sure they were red. So when the market is surging, healthcare tends to try to trade the opposite way. And that's how I call this squeeze right here too, by the way. Look at the daily. The daily, yep, still within that WTMA cloud. Like since what day this was? June the 8th. It's just been rejecting the top side of this WTMA cloud. So get your CWCA certificate. Get that certification so you can get the WTMA cloud, because you will not see this nowhere else. Let's see. Nike. Ooh-wee. Man, they fell from grace. On the monthly, I mean, we definitely got 3 floating candles. Well, actually, we got more than 3. Let's see. We got the arc right around here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four floating candles to the downside, but we're pressing against a bullish order block. It's slim, and they haven't retested this level since 2014. I'm gonna get with you offline about this certification. Okay, I got you. You in the Discord already? If you're not, it's the link at the top of it's a pinned chat. So it hasn't tested this level since 2014. So that's extremely good in Nike's sense right now. So if you do decide to go long, you do kind of have a semi-hard floor that, you know, it does not want to break, because right here is where smart money got in 2014, and they're going to probably try to you know, protect that investment that they made in 2014. I mean, I don't know why they will hold it so long, but I mean, they probably just gonna accumulate more stock anyway. Dollar cost average. On the week, we got a fresh inverse arc and a rejection, multiple rejections on the 12 cloud. So it's basically accumulating right now. And once it does break out, it's going to be a violent breakout because of these empty VRVP nodes. So this empty area right here is an illiquid area, right? So once you get into this illiquid area, you know, price action tends to just not exist there. So therefore, if people just buying, you know, calls and buying, you know, Nike at the level of like 47.50, once it breaks that level, 50 is going to be easy to attain. And then probably up to 52.5 is where they're going to meet that first line of resistance, which also correlates to the WTMA cloud. Get that CWCA certificate. Yep. That's crazy how that all correlates, huh? All right, looking at the daily, we're about to press up against an order block and a trend line. I mean, it's decent right now. So we got an inverse arc that reclaimed, and then we got a pullback that retested WTMA and the 12, and now we bounced out of this fair value gap. So everything is lining up for bullish action right here, except this order block that's sitting right here from 44.81 to about 46.40. Once we clear that level, the daily will have a trigger of 47.65, and then once a daily candle closes above that, that's when it can continue up to this 200 to 51.21, which also correlates to that WTMA cloud that was on the weekly. Hey Tammy, I've been trying to tell him in the chat for I don't know how long. I went to school with him. I went to high school with him, man. He don't want to believe me. All right, Anto. Ooh. I'm pretty sure Pascal put this in here, but Anto looks insane. straight bullets action, 200 below us, 12 below us, WTMA cloud below us, and trading above the WTMA. So that's good. All bullish parameters here, and an aggressive move rejecting that downside move. So it came down aggressively and then shot back up insanely. And all of that was from this week. So that's where the top was, and then it just fell, then popped back up. So a buy side liquidity sweep into a sell side liquidity sweep. Insane. All right. So for the weekly, this is why I picked this particular ticker out anyway. So we had a fresh breaker structure 4 weeks ago, and then we got to consolidate. It retested it twice, and then it shot up out of nowhere, did a buy side liquidity sweep and fell right back down. But it still held a 12. And now, let's see if we can get a WTMA somewhere. All right, we close. It's probably on like the 4 hour. But I put this up, I put Loop Apex on this one, and I was like, oh yeah. Let's see. I want to go back a candle, just so you can see the retrace. I go back to the daily. So you got the all-time high here, fib level here. So now you will see that every level that Loop Apex marks on the left, historically, it respects those fibs. Fib level right here. These, well, once it broke this one, it just decelerated down stupidly fast. It came in, swept it twice, and then rocketed it up. So that's the power of the fib, the Fibonacci. Please add that to your toolbox. Let's see. I was on the daily time frame. IBM next. So for IBM, we're gonna do a full trade plan with Black Wolf. I got a trade plan request. So it'll be pretty cool for the new people that don't know how to do a top-down analysis with Black Wolf to see it live and to see how we formulate our trade plans. Let's see. On the daily, we reclaimed the 12, so that's good. We tapped the WTMA cloud and rejected, but I mean, that's not a crazy rejection. I'm pretty sure once we reclaim the WTMA cloud on the daily, Untold can make a crazy move back up. It's going to be targeting these liquidity levels at 345 and 355. And then after that, top of the field, 386. So this is definitely a good potential swing trade, but let's not forget that it did confirm to the downside. And then it just did a sell side liquidity sweep. And this could just be a retest of the 12 for a continuation down. So right now it's at a pivot point. You want to make sure you get a confirmation on at least a 4 hour time frame. If you do want to go long or short on Anto's plan. All right, IBM. Let me go ahead and delete this. Let's see. I'm gonna take off the risk regime. And now I'm gonna start at the month. Month still look good though. Uh-oh, there we go. Top down on IBM. Boom. Let's do the 2 week too. I'll do the 2 week. The week is gonna counteract. No, it didn't. It just swept. It's still doing the same thing I put in on my top down. Let's see. That's a little far. See what the VRVP knows. Yeah, I use it. Yeah, I use it. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the hardest part of trading in the Wolf Empire and in the stack community. The trading room. This is the hardest part right here. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. I get some more price action. Cause you know, doing about 6 screenshots per ticker, man, that's crazy, man. That's too much. Oh yeah, hey man, hey, dude. Hey, when you put like 8 of them, hey, tell me, have you ever put 8 of them in a trade plan? Man, that thing is stupid. Then you like, what the? How does it get all this? I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna be the last one. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna spread that one. Boom, and then I'm gonna make sure I get that weak high up there. I will add the when the more time frames you're in, it's really just more accuracy. That's what I usually have to do when I do top downs on NQ, because the price is so high and the the numbers are so close together. I had to put like 10 screenshots, but just for one top down. All right, so I got 7 screenshots on Kevin Ivy. How you doing? I got 7 screenshots on IBM. And now we're going to do a top-down analysis with Black Wolf. Let's see how fast this thing go to. It shouldn't take that long. It never does. But now that I say something, watch it take its sweet time. Let's see. So it analyzes the charts. It analyzes the strategy. It analyzes both strategies, bearish and bullish. And then it spits you out that entire game plan. bro, there's nothing like this. I've seen nothing like this. I don't think institutions have anything like this. They just use machines. All right, so top down on IBM. Here's the Black Wolf read. So it has the current price that is sitting at. It tell you the status of the trade or of the ticker. So it's a pre-active. It said no clean execution yet. IBM is not a blind short and not a clean long. It is sitting in a decision zone after rejecting higher time frame supply. So you got the 1 month macro. It's bullish on the macro structure, but extended and reacting to upper liquidity. And then the macro resistance. Mississippi want Apple. I got you, dog. And so on the macro resistance, we got 320 to 333. So that's where it rejected it. On the 2 week, which is a swing, not a swing trade, but a swing. Like when you get higher lows and higher highs and higher lows, that's called a swing. So on that swing, on the 2 week time frame, we got neutral to bearish reaction inside of a larger bullish trend. What do I get, Black Wolf? Where's the link? Useful links? Is it? Yeah, right here. Copy link. This is where you get Black Wolf, but you get way more than Black Wolf. you get this Discord over here. You get my Discord right here. You get the indicators that are on my chart, except the WTMA cloud until you do CWCA. And then you get, well, I can show you how many people in here. I'm gonna show you how many people in here. Let's see. So that's just 35 CWCA members online. 776 people in here. That all put in that work. As you can see from the trade plans. We got hella trade plans. Everybody pitch in. Yeah, hey, shout out to Tammy, man. And I know I said it yesterday. Shout out to Miss ATM Wolf. I said it again. I switched up her name again. I think I'm gonna keep doing it now. So yeah, we're definitely a community that everybody pitch in and provide our analysis. And if somebody sees something wrong, we like, hey man, what do you see right here? Blah 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 blah. And then we just collaborate like that. And then, if we even gotta escalate the confusion, we just ask Sean. And Sean is the one who created the wolf chart. He created Black Wolf right here. He created the indicators that track liquidity. The dude a genius. It ain't like I work with him or anything, but yeah, that dude is a madman. All right, so on the 1 week, we got bullish recovery. Yo, yeah. Oh man, ticker picker, that thing crazy. So I'll show it, but I ain't gonna explain nothing. So on the 1 week, we got a bullish recovery from demand, but rejection risk remains. So it's basically saying, hey man, I'm running out of steam and I want to pull back. That's fine. Let's look on the daily. The daily is in a bearish pullback inside of a recovery structure. So right now, today is like a normal pullback, which I mean, in the macro, in the overall picture, that's fine. And on the 4 hour, we got a bearish pullback sitting near support. So since it's sitting near support, which is this bullish order block and the 200, my bad. Let me go to the 4 hour. We got a historical support right here. We got a fair value gap right here. So that is right now the support and this previous day low. So if it does come down here, it could just easily sweep this previous day low with that correlates with this FVG and then just pop back up. And then on the 2 hour, we got bearish below 292 and 294. So once it goes below that, how often you go live? I go live every Friday. Yesterday, I did one yesterday as a surprise for the communities and for the new people that joined the Wolf Empire so I can get them a walk around. That episode was like 2 hours long, man. So shout out to y'all for asking questions. 2 hour is currently the cleanest bearish read. Prices below the local cloud WTMA area with downside pressure into the current value shelf. But the problem is location. Price is already near the previous day low and local support. It's like I just said that something that's crazy. So, and then we have a rank liquidity map, which price tends to just magnetize towards. So when you do a top down with Black Wolf, you can you can copy this whole plan and paste it in trading view, and it'll map out your trade plan for you. Actually, let's go through that right now. Yeah, let's do that. Because I don't want to leave no confusion. Let's see, where is my trading view? Boom. Extension. Yeah, I'm trying to give out as many nuggets as possible. Let's see. IBM. All right, where it is? Right there. All right. IBM. Place this. Trade plan on my chart. I say please the AI because when they become, Terminator level, I don't want them to get me. So, boom, just paste the whole trade plan in there. That's all you gotta do, and then just let it cook for you. And then it's gonna chart out your entire trade plan. Yeah. So be nice to AI, man, because ain't no telling when they turn on you. Watch this. This is the coolest crap ever. I'm in a September 300 call for earnings play, and it hit my 20%. Oh, so you down 20% on it? Where did you get it at? Right here? At around what? 296 area? That's where you got it? Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Ooh, that thing, man, that plan gotta be robust. That thing still thinking. But it's about to draw it out. I see it. I'm actually looking at this, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, Claude talks to itself out loud so you can see what it's doing. And then what I'm gonna do is take off all the indicators just so you can see what your trade plan actually looks like without the indicators on it. And it makes out alerts every time it crosses over one of those levels that it maps out for you. Anybody got any questions up until now? Always trade with the plant facts. Look at this, man. Man, come on, man. Watch it. I ain't gonna take off that one, but I'm gonna take off everything just so you can see how we roll. All right, it's setting the alerts right now. I'm gonna let it do that. I don't want to change the chart while it's doing it. I don't want nothing to happen. Can you put instruction how to put trade plan in trading view? All you gotta do is place the trade plan in there. Like what you saw me do was with Black Wolf. I get the plan. I put a preemptive line, place this trade plan on my chart, please, and pasted it. But I know Tammy already did an instructional on how to do it, so I already know that there's instructions out there. All right, here we go. So we got the alerts. Let's see. Are they set? Are they set? I don't see no new alerts. It lied to me. But here we go. I'm gonna do this. So that's your whole trade plan. Let me take this off too. That's your entire trade plan mapped out for you. So put entry is right here, and then you would have got inputs, and it would have been you've been in the money rolling right now. And then TP 1, 2, 3, and then demand for your puts. And then your calls, I think the call entry was above the puts entry if I remember right, but T1, T2, T3, and then supply. You get on up out of there. So yeah, that's how we roll, Rosalina. So boom. So that's how we use Black Wolf to formulate trade plans. All you have to do is literally follow the trade plan, and you know, even if it goes against you, long as you follow the plan. If you tell Black Wolf, hey man, that trade plan you gave me, you know, I lost. Well, it's not gonna let you lose 80% of your position because your stop loss, your invalidation levels are always built into the trade plan anyway. So as soon as that alert go off, you wait for that candle to close. If it doesn't close below it, you still good to go. All right, STX, high beta. That thing moved $103 a month. Monthly looks good. Retested the fair value gap. I already said that yesterday. I already know I said that yesterday. So for the weekly, we rejected the down move at the 12 EMA. and we are still claiming the 12 EMA. So right now we're kind of in no man's land, as I would say, as far as the weekly time frame. If I go down to the daily, we'll get a fresh inverse arc that's about to form. So like I said yesterday, with this crazy down move and you get an instant spike up, it's going to automatically reject that 12 EMA and then drop down and start consolidating. Well, the start of that consolidation was yesterday with the drop, and now we gap down and pop back up. So now I think we reclaimed it today. Yeah, we reclaimed it actually. So we reclaimed the 12 EMA today. So that's extremely good for STX and all of those memory tickers. So you can recover some of that play momentum. Nvidia don't like nobody else to shine too, by the way. So for the week, got a strong bullish action. We reclaimed the 12 EMA and we reclaimed the WTMA cloud. So now we're pressing up against the dynamic resistance now with the WTMA. So this week made an aggressive move. It went up $16.13. So it is currently expanding its ATR on the weekly time frame. I'm gonna look at the 3-day. Ooh, that's clean. That's clean. So again, we got the slow descent with the 12 crossing the WTMA, and then the WTMA forming a fresh inverse arc. 2 strong bullish candles, which is in this case is 6 days. 6 days because these are 3-day candles. And yeah, Apple looks poised to go up to around 224 pretty soon. All right, so first resistance 214. That's not too bad. That's a $4 move, well, $3 move with this trend line. So when you see these trend lines, please don't ignore these damn trend lines. Oh, I cussed. Don't ignore these trend lines, please. You will get smoked if you be like, that little trend line, man, it ain't gonna do nothing. Last time it hit this trend line, get what it did. So don't ignore the trend lines. That's how Sean built it. He built it so freaking smart that everything is on here for a reason. So we got a Mara Bazoo candle today. So Nvidia looks insane. Caught the sweet man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, yo. Hey, Nvidia just plays the long game. That's all. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Man, come on, dog. Okay. So CrowdStrike hit an all-time high this week and then violently pulled back, which is expected. It did a buy-side sweep. So from what I'm already looking at, probably on a day, it probably printed a breaker structure, and then it just kept running up. And then, once they got satisfied at a psychological number of 210, they yanked it. So let me go back. Oh, I'm already on the week. So weekly, it's looking like a buy-side liquidity sweep. On the 3-day, it confirms it. Like I just said, a breaker structure with a push up, and then they snatch that liquidity back. So you got the supply conquered, which was a trigger right here. No, it was a trigger right here. And it conquered that when it closed above it. And then we buy-side liquidity swept, came back down and retested 12. Mara Bazoo up, Mara Bazoo down. So now we're just consolidating at this point on CrowdStrike. Damn, you out here putting retracted messages out here. What are you doing? Let's see the 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours is trying to give us an early signal that CrowdStrike is trying to come down. So on the first half of the day, we got a 12 reclaim on the downside, and then we finished out the day with a floating candle. It is a doji, but it is still a floating candle. So it either can, spike up here or just gap down and come straight down to 176 soon. TSM, they got earnings soon. Holding the WTMA on the monthly, holding it on the 2 week, holding it on the 3 week. This thing got the same pattern anyway. It is in the WTMA and the 12 on the weekly time frame, but it is holding the previous week low and previous day low, so that's good. Bearish arc on the 3-day, but still holding. Oh, is that holding? I don't want to call it that. I'm gonna say it's still holding the 12. I could be wrong. I'm gonna say that it's still holding the 12 on the 3-day, and it's still holding the WTMA cloud here. So I'm not gonna write off TSM yet, especially since they got earnings. More than likely, the institutions are gonna run it up before earnings, and then whether they beat or not, get out to play, or just hedge it with a put with the same value. And if the put wins, and if you already up on the call, your call really don't get messed up. Or if it, skyrockets, you just offset the potential to lose all of your position by just only losing the put. So please adapt that strategy. Oh yeah, we in bullish action right here on the daily. So we got 2 order blocks that is probably gonna make TSM do a little bounce soon. It bounced off the trend line today. We got a bullish order block that is currently sitting in right now, so it can come down and make a sweep at around 419 before it actually goes back up. But we'll see. TSM is just pulling back, really. Nothing too major. It just, these high beta tickers, when they do swing, they swing hard. Like this day was $22. This day was $33. This day was 10. Like it's once they move one way, it's gonna move a lot that one way. All right, we on Apple. All right, Gerald. I hope you paying attention. I hope you paying. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna say nothing until you say something in the chat. You said Apple 18 times. I wish I would have held my position on Nvidia, man. Hey, Nvidia. That sweep was nice. Yes. Uh-oh. Hey, Gerald ain't here, man. We gonna skip Apple, man. I don't see him. Somebody call him. Actually, why? Oh, okay, there you go. I was saying, man, hey, why y'all edit since he ain't here? Go ahead and hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? All right, so on the monthly, looks extremely good on Apple. I hope you in the Apple play, and I hope you ain't waiting to get in it. So we got an aggressive move and strong momentum on the month. Mind you, this is only the 10th, so we only probably had a full trade week on Apple, and it's already aggressive with stronger momentum, and it's already up $25.96. The ATR for a full month is $27.44. So it's only $1 and some change from its full ATR, and it only been, it's only the 10th day of the month. So Apple can do like something parabolic. So be on the lookout for it. 2 week still holding the WTMA. It did a crazy liquidity sweep on the last 2 week candle. Came all the way down to 274, and then bam, it's already back at 315 in a 2 week span. That 2 week call would have been amazing. Looking on the week, we got this old breaker structure level, which is still relevant because Apple came down, it retested it, pulled a sweep, came up, opened right here, dropped down, hit another sweep on this same level, and then boom, it's been bullish action ever since. So Apple looks good. Now, Apple is still in the hot sweep area. I think I put this in my trade plan from Sunday. Was it Sunday? Sean wrote me. Uh-oh. In trouble, folks. He said, you better not talk about the tickle picker. Let's see. 7-6. Apple is about to make that move. So I know I put a plan out for it. I had to. Let's see. I might didn't. But usually if I do a ranked, I usually put it in the trade plan. Here we go. 7-4. Yeah. 7-4. So the targets haven't been met yet. 320 is TP1. TP2 is 235, and then I say 235, 335, and then 348. So this is a longer swing. I don't know why it printed 725. It gave an extra week. I don't know why I did that, but once it breaks out of this supply trigger, it's either gonna pop up and do a buy side sweep and come back down and retest and then continue up, or it can just full on reject and just come back down. So it's at the pivot point right now. I'd rather be an apple than a rotten apple. Pascal, there you go. I'd rather be a green apple than a red apple. Pascal, man, we just went over Anto, man. You're gonna have to rewind it, man. Let me make sure. All right, there we go. Let me see what the 4 hours say. Oh, yeah, same trigger. So the end all be all for Apple is a 1 day close above 317.40. After that, Apple can, make a new high, and then pull back down and make a new low, and then continue up. All right. Next ticker. Ooh. DraftKings. Change your character line. Okay. So on the monthly, we have I want to say a massive pullback, but it's only a $20 pullback. But in relation to this ticker's price, I mean, it kind of is a 50% pullback. So I would say a massive pullback from 48 to around 26. It came down as low as $20. Came down to this old change of character line, and it rejected the down move from there. So I'll do this. So you can already see it had a change of character bullish, and then it came back, consolidated, swept once, swept twice, and then fell. Probably had bad earnings or something. But now it's holding this old change of character line to try to go back up. So so you see the inverse arc is already kind of forming on the monthly. So with this massive down move, we get, the impulsive move back up. And what do I always say? It rejected right at the 12, and then it started to consolidate again. So let's look at the weekly. I'm a 2 week. 2 week has a fresh inverse arc and a 12 reclaim. So same thing, massive move. It actually used the WTMA to reject too. So rejection, pop up, sweep, super crazy sweep, and then right back down to a rejection of the downside move on the WTMA. And now we're reclaiming it on the 2 week. So these one of these slow grind plays right now. Let's see, got a head and shoulders. That's cool. We completed that pattern. It is holding the 12 right now on the on the weekly time frame, and it's still inside of the WTMA. So what you want to look for is a reclaim of the WTMA on the weekly, because that's what's gonna make DKNG make a bigger move once we reclaim this actual dynamic resistance, especially since it correlates with this empty VRVP shelf. So after around 27, price can go up to 28 to 29 extremely fast. And then, you know, since it chops a lot, I would take profit at TP1 on this one until, you know, DraftKings comes to around 37, and then it'll be in A plus range from 37 to around, what's this? 47. 37 to 47. So I'd rather take that $10 move than that $2 move. Pascal, drop them tickers, man. I already know you got one, bro. I already know you got one. I don't even know, like you already knew to drop those anyway. Haha, Creole. I called out Creole today. Oh my God. Did you see what I posted today? Ain't no way. I called out Creole today because it had a daily inverse arc. So Creole, all bullish action. It's just printing a doji for the month currently. 2-week WTMA retest. On the weekly, it is inside of the WTMA, but it's still holding above the the 12 MA. 3-day is forming a bearish arc, but still holding the 12 EMA. And then this is what caught my eye, the daily time frame. So I taught this yesterday briefly, that when you have a slow descent down and you got a flat-ish, because you can see it's wavy, but when you have a flattish 12 EMA that crosses over the WTMA and the WTMA does a crossover, you usually have a parabolic move that's pending. So I prompted everybody to do a top-down analysis on Creole. Yes, it's choppy, but when it's not choppy, it's gonna move $100. So be on lookout. Axon, they've been moving. Oh, they in a pullback now. All right, so Axon is forming an inverse arc on the monthly. A buy side sweep off the WTMA cloud at 661. This thing catches everything, dude. On the 2-week, they go that same sweep. So we had a Marabazu the last 2-week candle, and now we're basically forming a fair value gap right now. So there's like, it can't keep coming down, and that fair value gap will get slimmer and slimmer. And then the next candle after that, the next 2-week candle, is where, you know, you want to see that retest and then a continuation up. Alex, what it do? All right, on the weekly, we got to change the character with, look at that. Man, I'm telling you, don't ignore these trend lines. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ignore these trend lines. So we got to change the character, which is all like straight bullish action since May 18th, inverse arc here. It came up, it hit this 200, rejected, came back down to this bullish order block that it didn't even form yet. It just retested the WTMA, and then once it made this powerful move to make this change of character, this order block snapped in, telling you, hey, smart money was here. And now we get a buy side liquidity sweep, which correlates with this level right here. Came up, it tried to retest it. What I say, it never goes through that first time. So it hit the first time, bam, instant rejection, came back down under the change of character level. So if I go on the daily time frame, I'm pretty sure a bearish order block will snap right here. I'm just gonna put this here. Just for reference, just to make sure. Look at that. Man, that boy good. That boy good, folks. You see it. I'm not making this up. So, yeah. Bearish order block that's already there. Price came up to sweep it, came right on back down. So now we're retesting a daily time frame, fair value gap, the 12 EMA, all at the same time. So what you want to look for on Axon is probably a 2-hour inverse arc, and a 12 reclaim and a lock candle for that, that continue up move. Because right now this is just a pullback that was mandatory since it had a bearish order block. So all they did is just do a liquidity sweep right here. Oh Lord, Pascal, what the, oh Lord. LBD, CEG, Constellation, XLV and XLF. Oh, I got those on a grid, so I ain't gotta type those. Okay, pending sweep on the daily, but let's do the monthly. So monthly, retested this fair value gap that it made in May. WTMA. Wait, this thing blinking like crazy. Oh, okay, never mind. All right. A WTMA retest on the monthly time frame that also, same fair value gap level. Looking at the 2-week 12 EMA rejection to the downside. That's fine. Still holding the trend. So now on the weekly, all right, so we have a confirmed bearish arc on the way down, right? So we got a 12 reclaim, which is not good for longs. And then we didn't get a floating candle, but we did have a retest of the WTMA cloud here. Hey, Tammy. Hey, man, I gotta do it because I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. I'm going to my mom's. All right, so we get a retest of the WTMA cloud right here at $64. Let's see what the 3-day got. Same arc. Okay. Let's see. Let's dial it in some more. There it is right there. Boom. So on the daily time frame, we basically just performed a liquidity sweep, a sell side liquidity sweep. So we had this level established since May of 2026, and then made the crazy moves up, came back down, tried to reattempt to touch it again, came up, and then on their way back down, since it hasn't retested it yet, it's going to retest, and then it's going to go below it. This will disappear. Man, what am I doing? Let me go right here. I'm going to show you in live action. Why am I, all right. I'm going to go candle by candle, right? So you already see that this order block is here no matter what. All right, bearish arc, floating candle at the same time. Another floating candle. We had 2 floating candles, and then a retest, and then boom, rejection down. Oh. Sweep. Start of the sweep right here. All right, so the sweep, it did close the daily time frame above this order block. So it has completed the sweep. So it would be low risk as of now to get in longs. However, you want to go down to a smaller time frame and look for a confirmation. So now you got this demands on this on the 4-hour, which is still that same order block that we saw in the daily. And now you see why that is hesitating to go higher, because on the 4-hour time frame, this price action dropped down so fast, it came back up to the 12 and rejected instantly. So now we're just consolidating. So once we cleared the 200 and the 12 EMA on the 4-hour, that's when it makes sense to get in GFS or a swing trade. BLBD Bluebird. Ooh. All right. So Bluebird, straight gas. I like it. Last month it went crazy actually. So that's good. Right now we got a floating candle to start off the month. Let's hit the 2 week. Yep. Just holding the 12. I mean, not the 12, the WTMA. Holding the WTMA on the weekly. So I can tell you now that this high of May the 4th is going to be a high liquidity sweep area, probably on like the 4 hour or the 1 day. So it's going to be on the 4. Oh, okay. They got a 3-day trigger. So if it got a 3-day trigger, so a 3-day candle needs to close above 81.51 for Bluebird to go higher. And let's go to, yep, they go to order block right there on the 4 hour. So right now it did reclaim the 12, but for the downside on the 4 hour. So that will begin a daily bearish arc on the way down. So you definitely want to wait until it clears up all of this mess. Or, you know, since you got the confirmation to the downside, you just do a top down with Black Wolf. It give you your levels. And then, you know, you execute the put side until it clears all of this. Because who wants to trade, you know, when stuff ain't in A+ range? And you the leap man anyway. Yeah. Leaps all the way. CEG, they been getting beat up. All right, so CEG on the monthly, I mean, it's pretty decent. Definitely bearish right now, but we don't have a 200. So the 200 would probably be like somewhere, you know, right in here, maybe. Let's just see on the 3 week. Nope. Let's see. No 2 week either. Dang. There we go. I need to delete that line. Get out of here. So you only have a 200 moving average starting on the weekly time frame because the ticker has been so new on the stock market that it doesn't have enough data to even create that 200 moving average. All right, so we'll start off on the week. On the weekly, it did protrude under that 200. You can see the next two 200s are down here. So it very well could just keep coming down and then retest this level, especially since it's in a high void area of the of the VRVP. So it can't just come up to this WTMA and 200 at the same time, and this fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap, and then reject down. So the 3-day, we have a 3-day trigger on this sweep, on this demand zone. So you can see it. It came back down. It swept once, popped back up. It hit the 12, came back down, swept again. So that's 2 sweeps in a row. And the more you knock on that door, the weaker that door gets. So one more sweep and they close under this 3-day demand. That's all she wrote for a long time. It can go down to 218 in a heartbeat, just like it did like right here. So it had an order block here. It came down once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Bam. Insta kill. Like Halo. Halo used to be a good game. All right. A knee monthly looks good. It's retesting this change of character level that it established in November, the Christmas rally. So that's pretty good. Let's go on the weekly. We got a inverse arc that's pending to complete. So we are holding the WTMA right now, and we're currently under the 12. So this has a little more consolidating to do, unless the next week's candle just closes above the 12, and then we'll have, you know, that inverse arc already locked in, and then the next week after that it will be a lock candle. But you want to get a confirmation earlier than that. So looking at the 3-day, you got the inverse arc, you got the rejections at the 12, and now you got a 12 EMA reclaim on the 3-day. That just closed today, by the way. So now Monday is going to start a brand new 3-day candle. I don't like the daily. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like the daily. It's pretty straight, but it is rejecting on that 200. It's rejecting on the 200, and it's compressing on this version of the 200 that's coming through. So now we just getting this tight compression area. So it's about to reach a pivot point where if a high volume candle comes through and closes above this 200, it'll shoot up to like 91. Or if a high volume candle to the downside comes through and closes under 87, it could just come straight down to this WTMA cloud and this or this order block at 85. And then it'll begin a sweep, which the sweep actually starts down here. So it can come all the way through and cut through this, protrude under, and then shoot back up that way. And then XLV, XLF. Let me go over here. XLV, 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 XLV. Go to the week. I like that. I think I put that grid in the trap house. So weekly down here on XLV is extremely good. So we got a change of character that closed out 2 weeks ago. We got a pullback with a, you know, a higher low and then a good bullish candle to the upside. So now we're just buy side sweeping and then a pullback. So now I'm looking for us to pull back to the change of character line. Oh, it already did it. Yep, it actually touched it. It actually touched this change of character line. So right now, healthcare, you know, it either can keep coming down to this fair value gap down here, or it could, you know, gap up. But mind you, if healthcare gaps up, that's when the market gonna do some shadiness. And remember, I already went over VIX. VIX is at a bullish order block level, and the S5 is at a bearish order block level. So with all that in correlation, if healthcare already broke out and did their pullback and just retested the level, if it continues up, the market can pull back just a little more. But we'll see. Because sometimes healthcare freaking trades with the market. So that's just one of those that you got to see in real time. And then XLF finance. Oh yeah, we already swept. Let's see. Let's go to the week. Give to those putting in work. Don't share. Hey man, Sean, how you doing, my man? Hey, that's our mentor right there. That's who taught us everything we know. That's who created the wolf chart. That's who created Black Wolf. Please tap in with that dude. This dude is insane. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know him personally or anything though. You know. All right. So for XLV, I'm gonna put this on a big chart. XLF. I say XLV. Bro, what am I saying? All right. So on the monthly, we got a fresh inverse arc, but mind you, this is the 10th day of the month, so don't hold this with too much weight. We well above the 200. We are above the 12 2-week. We got a fresh inverse arc with 2 floating candles, and now we are currently sweeping at the 2-week supply and a 2-week order block. So right here is the beginning of the sweep, and now we're getting that pullback. Now we can pull back to this breaker structure level at around 54.50 and 54.40 because that's the top of a liquidity area that was formed in January. Same with the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame just crossed over the WTMA cloud in the 12. So the wolf pack already knows what can happen there. So I'm looking for a little bit of pullback action with consolidation just to allow the 12 EMA to catch up to the top of this order block. And then after that, finance sector can, you know, go a little crazy. Let's see. Wait, hold on, Sean. What you talking about? What you do, man? What you done did, man? What you done did, dog? I just reread that. All right. So for the daily, We got a 2-week ownership, 2-week trigger, 2-week swing order block. So when it's darker colored like this, when my purple is darker colored, like less opaque, that means that rejection is for sure gonna come. So it already rejected it twice and it tries to come back up again. So go gadget go. Man, no way. He better not be doing that. He better not be doing it right now. That's insane if he is. So right now I'm expecting a little more consolidation on the daily time frame, just to allow that 12 to come up and catch up with price action. And then XLF can do a little parabolic price action. So that's gonna be your JPM, your Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, WFC, BAC, Bank of America. You want to Affirm. Affirm is a good one. It's pretty cheap, and when it moves, it moves. And then SoFi. So got Walmart in the chat. Berkshire. Yep, Berkshire. Yep. I keep forgetting about them. I keep forgetting about them. Because they got the one that's like overly freaking crazy. Hey, Pascal, man. Hey, I got a trade plan on Visa. No, on MasterCard, actually, in my Discord. You know what I'm saying? I know you in there. You know what I'm saying? You might wanna look that through. All right, so on Walmart, we have a WTMA Cloud retest, and now we're currently above the 12 EMA on the monthly. Mind you, this is only the 10th day of the month. Don't take this as gold. Let's see. So we got a confirmation to the downside with this bearish arc that formed on May 11th. And then we had a floating candle the next 2-week candle after that. So that told you, hey, we're going down for a little bit. So, and it came right down to this breaker structure level and retest, and now it's trying to go back up. So on the weekly, we got a straight line for the WTMA. So it's just basically acting as a dynamic resistance at this point. So now we got this old breaker structure line, and where did the wicks happen at? These old breaker structure lines. And now look at the daily time frame. I'm gonna line it up right here. CSX. All right, so today we got a 12 EMA reclaim on Walmart. So right now Walmart is trying to, reverse the tide. So, and this is the start of what you want to see, right? So remember, a lot of downside action, a pop-up, reject, gap down, pop-up. So it did the consolidation that is required, and now it closed above the 12 EMA. So you definitely want to do a top-down analysis on Walmart. I think it would be a good swing, but the first target price is going to be around 115, and then the 200 moving average is at 116. Then after that, it will fight through this. It will have to fight through this just to go higher, and then eventually it'll come to a buy side liquidity sweep at 123. Do that first rejection, do a little consolidating, and then pop up after that. Now, keep in mind, lottie dottie everybody, at 123 on this 1-day trigger, if it closes a 1-day candle above 122.94, Walmart is in A+ trading range. That's waste management. Oh, this is the railroad company. All right, now see, I'm about to play my stuff. I don't know what this is. It's going off the rails, folks. It's going off the rails. I don't know what that was. All right, so for the monthly on CSX, it's definitely making all-time highs. So what do we want to do with all-time? Oh, Marvell, my bad, dog. My bad, man. You right. Woo. Okay. Marvel. Well, it is bullish in the macro sense, so that's fine. Let's see. Let's see what we got on the 2 week. WTMA signal retest. It dug into this fair value gap and it's rejecting the downside move here. Let's look at the weekly. Okay, it's inside of the WTMA and it's bouncing off the 12 and making its attempt at a reversal inside of this fair value gap. So when tickers come down to this fair value gap, all it is basically skipped orders. Price moves so fast that, like through this candle, that it moves so fast that those orders can't be filled. So they just sit there, and then when price action comes back down, they get filled, and then that's when you see those catapult-esque moves when you see fair value gaps. So for the daily, hey, it's in some dangerous territory right here. So on the daily, we definitely got bearish confirmation all around, right? So you got your bearish arc right here, and then it continued down. It tried to make an attempt to reclaim, to go back bullish, and then boom, that made that violent reaction to the downside, right? So it didn't print a change of character there. It printed it on this gap down, which was made on Tuesday on the 7th. And then it popped back up in this fair value gap. So now we're coming back up to retest the WTMA and the 12. But look where we are to the right. We are in a high acceleration zone that if this thing continues to fall, it can fall all the way to 207 and fast. So I would run that through Black Wolf because I'm not Black Wolf. Now I can see stuff, but I'm not Black Wolf. Yeah, Marvel ain't looking good right now. And now I'm gonna go to CSX. Hey, yeah, I ain't Black Wolf, but I see a little something. All right, the monthly on CSX all-time highs. This is where Loop Apex comes in. I wanna put my field line back yellow. Yeah. All right, there we go. I want to see if it all correlates. All right, there we go. So this is the all-time. Look, you even see the dinosaur, so ain't nothing before this. 1981. All right, all-time low. All right, comes up. Boom. It has this. Now this was a high time frame field until this new high was made. So now, boom, you got this. Once it broke that, came back down. I'm saying that this pretty lines up. Like this lines up pretty well. Okay, I just wanted to test it out. Every ticker I see all time highs on, I do this just to get some correlation. So it is in discovery mode and it's 120% in that range, and it is strong. So now it's extending its ATR. Well, extended its range. So on a verified pullback, you will see this anchor move up, and then all of these other ones will shift, and then it'll make those correlating lines as well. So let's see something. Oh, just to show you, since this is on the monthly time frame, those fields gonna look super small, but this is on the monthly time frame. And now remember, this is the high time frame anchor. So watch when it makes a brand new all-time high and a pullback. You'll see what it does. And you can see how price action kind of respects those micro fibs as well. So boom, Pull back. There it is. Watch this. It's gonna anchor now. Whenever it breaks, whenever it breaks down, you need a verified pullback though. There it is, right there. Now it anchored to that. So now you got these other ones that moves up as well. Yeah. See? That's clean. And you see how that lined up? That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy that the Wolf Eye song is playing while this is happening, by the way. But yeah, just said, man, that stock is like $100 and something. I'm not gonna watch that whole thing. All right, no, $49. My bad. But yeah, you see how that is how Wolf Apex works. I said, yeah. That dude, no, Loop Apex, but Loop is Wolf in some other language. I forgot what language it was, but I think it's French. Pretty sure it's French. Let's see. If y'all interested in getting Loop Apex, the link is there. It does have a guide before you purchase to overlook everything so you can see what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, this thing don't miss. Let's see, what was waste management? Big spoons, man. Hey, man. Hey, get that Wolf Apex, bro. Get the Wolf Apex, bro. Yo, that thing nasty. So you can see it again. This waste management. You can see it again. Bro. All right. So let me go ahead and do this analysis on waste management. Hey man, you get in the Wolf Empire and then the trading room, man, you'll have too many tools at your disposal. Like here's another one right here, right? It's called Wolf Trend Hunter. I'm gonna maximize this just so you can see it. All right, so looking at waste management, it is obviously bullish. It grades your ticker for you. So it has bullish A, strong alignment, trend rated. Confidence, 80 out of 100. Permission, green. WTMA on the weekly, 3-day, and day up. Momentum. This man, come on, man. Bro. Come on, man. This dude Sean a genius. Oh, I'm glad I came back to Mississippi. So, for waste management, we got a, is that a fresh inverse arc? I mean, it kind of is. I'm going to say a 12 reclaim and a reclaim of the WTMA. And then on the 2 week, we got, fresh inverse arc. Oh my, fresh. All right, so that's good. Now, what the 2 week candle needs to do is close above this liquidity level at 235.04 and then 237.50. And then it could go up. So you can see that the WTMA, the WTMA cloud in the top of this order block and this trend line. Remember, I told y'all don't ignore the trend line. So it literally, it got you a bullish confirmation. You like, oh man, I'm in. You see this trend line on the way to you. You see the WTMA cloud and you see this bullish order block. So you should already have your stop loss a little bit tighter than normal. So on the event that it sweeps right here in the middle of this week candle, you would have got the maximum top side move. And then if you would have had your stop loss at the top of this cloud or something like that, it would have just stopped you out and you would have, had way more gain than holding it until it came all the way back down under this trend line and deeper inside of this WTMA cloud and this order block. It's just too much correlation to even ignore. On the daily, we got some golden cross action. So we got the 12 over the WTMA cloud. That screams parabolic pending. Then you got a 12 over the 200. You got to change the character, pull back to that same level, forming a fair value gap, gap up, and then a pullback to the top of the breakout candle. So here goes a tip for anybody that does not know about the box method. So I'm gonna turn this magnet on. Boom. We'll go to rectangle, right? So change the character. You see, this is the old high, and then that change the character line comes all the way over here because that is the candle that closed above to make that order block down here, right? So what you want to do is go here. Where's the bottom of this candle? Right there. And then you box this out. So now, watch this, watch this, watch this. Jose, where you at, man? All right, so look. Hell, I'm gonna do this too. I just want to remove some of this stuff so you can see it clearly. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, so look, you already had your inverse arc. You got this change of character that was from this candle right here. So look, so with that change of character candle closing, all you gotta do is box out that. So now you know if price breaks inside of it, it's gonna either chop or break below it and just continue down. Now, if it breaks above, which in this case it gapped up, it's gonna have to come back down and retest that same level. It comes down, wicks right off the top of this candle, boom, and pops up. Now, this is a primarily a day trade strategy that is, I ain't seen it miss yet, honestly, but yeah, it's almost like playing the ORB, like yeah, the opening range breakout when the market opens, like that. I'll do a deep dive. I'll do a YouTube video on that one though. Just stack it down. So box out the change of character candle. Does this work on breakers? Yep. Yes, sir. Yep. Watch this. What just got a net? Boom. Watch this. Oh, it gotta change. It should have had a breaker structure on the higher time frame though. There we go. All right, here we go. So boom, that's gonna be your range. Yep, any displacement candle is strong. I got that in one of my curriculums somewhere. So look at this. So you already got this candle closed, breaker structure. So now all you want to do is wait either till it pull back to this old breaker structure range, level, get you a fresh confirmation right here, and then you can continue up. Or if it gaps up, just wait till it come back down, because 200 is going to be that psychological level anyway. So once 200 hit, people are like, well, I made my profit. Boom, they're going to sell it. It's going to come right on back down to the top of this candle. It may even sweep off the top of this candle, but once it comes back up, that's when ANET is going to make the real move. Especially looking at this monthly candle, like this monthly structure. Like, that's going to be insane. Yep, you want to drop down 2, but sometimes it don't hurt to drop down 3. Since I'm already on the weekly, minimum daily 4 hour, but sometimes I drop down to the 2 hour. I like the 2 hour just a little bit better since it's a quarter of the trading day. You can kind of get a little more confirmation by waiting on the 2 hour versus the 1. So I'd stop at the 2 hour for swings. Down. D-Dog. I know I put a bolo. I put a bolo out somewhere. Yep, 7-8. D-Dog here is appealing. 1 hour is about to inverse arc, sitting on the 1 hour order block. And this was off my phone. So you can see the setup that I called 2 days ago on D-Dog. And that is the power of the wolf chart. You see the stuff before it happened. So I called it right here. So you already see it. It came up straight to this order block. Liquidity. Yank. Right back down to this order block. That's why you want to wait until that order block is deleted and the candle closes above it, and then the next candle opens and closes above it, because at that point you got enough confirmation to be like, okay, cool, I can get in. All right, let's see. But yeah, D-Dog is definitely one that has some swing opportunity. That's why I called it out in the Discord. And then actually the day before, our mentor Sean called it out, and I totally missed it. But he called it out on the 7th, and it was making that crazy run. It was making a crazy run up on the 7th, right here. And then he said on the 2 hour, was it the 2 hour? I'm not sure what time frame it was, but he said, hey, it's time to trim right here. And you know what it did? that thing, man. Let's see. 7. Yep, right here. Yep, right here. Let's see if that's the same. Yeah. So look at this chart. He saw this way before it was about to happen. At 270. You see 270. You see this order block. I know your eyes hurt because he trade on the white chart. I know. I tell him all the time, man, your eyes gonna go bad. Get a darker color chart, it relaxes your eyes. So you got this previous week high up here. You got 2 order blocks that are overlapping. That's why you see the darker order block. And you're trading inside of WTMA. So before it even crashed, he knew that it was going to crash. Because why? You got the order block originating from all the way over here from White House Rule. you got it from June the 2nd, and it never swept fully, right? So he came up to try to retest it. It got halfway through it. It's not qualified as a sweep. But when it came up this time, he saw the inverse, the arc starting to form. He said, hey man, go ahead, and it's a good place to trim. And then literally the same day, bam, gave up every gain that it had the same day and some, hitting people stop losses who got in right here, aka a sell side liquidity sweep. So that is the art of smart money. So what you see the inverse arc, that's where smart money plants their flag. They get in down here. Boom, you like, oh man, I'm in the money with smart money. And now a regular trader won't see this order block up here. They won't see this trigger up here. They won't see the arc forming up here. So once you see that, you like, man, Sean called it out. Hey, you should probably go ahead and trim right here. And if you held against that advice, you got smoked. You got smoked and lost some money because you know how options work, theta. So you probably went, if you got in down here, you probably went red right around here because of the velocity that'll drop. And if you kept, white fisting it like, I'm gonna keep holding it, I'm gonna hold it, you probably got down here and sold it out. And then smart money was like, appreciate that cheaper order, and then ran it right back up and rinsed and repeated the same trade. That's insane, right? That's insane, bro. That's insane. You can just keep playing this same range with the wolf chart. Like you can rinse and repeat stuff with the wolf chart with like effortlessly. That's insane. Man, shout out to Sean, man. Cause how? All right. Any more tickers in the chat? Oh, net. Hey, Pascal, I got something for you, man. I know you ain't gonna believe this. I know you're not gonna believe this. Cause you gonna be like, man, this dude making this up. I ain't look. You ain't gonna believe this though. Watch this. Cause I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, give away all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this. You ain't gonna believe it though. You ain't gonna believe this. Alright. Look at this. Zoom in. Control page up. Alright. So before Net made that crazy move up, I called it out on 6:30. So this is what I saw. Now I'm gonna walk you through it, how I saw it. Replay 6:30 right here, right there. Now look at this. So you got the inverse arc, 12 reclaim, WTMA cloud reclaim, rejection. That's fine. But right here is where your parameter is meant to enter the trade. We got a gap down and a pop back up. So I was like, okay, they don't want to lose this level. I put the trade plan in. All right. Where did paint go? Boom. I put the trade plan in. It broke out of a 228, 248 base with a risk on tape. Now we ain't gonna dive deep into that, but just know I'm developing something that's gonna help a lot of people out. Rug pull detection kind of stuff. All right. So we got a 1 week, 2 week, 3 week uptrend resuming, full stack above the 200 cloud. So I forgot what the D on this means. It's of liquidity. I keep forgetting that freaking acronym. But anyway, price wants to go to 276 all-time high, then blue sky. All right. So A plus trigger, it did have an order block above it, but the order block was way up here. Like it's there, but it's like $15 away. So that's fine. All right. You got a 4-hour close above 248, which is the A plus trigger. Right here, 248 is right here, which was the previous day high. And then you can just run it up to this 260. All right. So you got the A plus trade. It gives you the parameter of the A plus trade right then and there. So you got a retest area of 236 to 240, which it did not pull back. But the day before, it gapped down probably to that level. Look at that. 239.40. Well, 239.97, which is that retest. So if I would have did this plan a day earlier, I would have been like, man, it hit my retest zone. I can get it for cheaper. Boom. All right. So, and then you got the breakout ads, and then you got the discount. That's a flush. So you got a breakout addition adding on to the contracts, and then you got a discount zone. So targets 256, 269, 284. So remember those, at least two of them, 256 and 269. What's this up here? 273 is the top. 273. That's TP2 in like 3 days. I mean, and then obviously you get up here, you see this WTMA right here, you already know that liquidity is just sitting right up here. You obviously get out or tighten up your stop loss. So there you get your maximum gain. But you know, in case you're like, man, I'm so far up in this position, I'm gonna keep it. What happens? It pops up and you're like, okay, now there's a real sweep is happening. Sweep down. So now you came right on back down. So instead of, you know, you probably would have not gotten your stop loss. Your stop loss wouldn't have hit, or you probably wouldn't have sold it. You would have came back down here and just panic sold, and then it pops right back up. So when you see these triggers like this, that's essentially two trades. That's the way Sean taught me how to see it. So you get in right here, you get TP1, TP2. You already know a sweep is going to happen somewhere in this area or this area. So price keeps coming up. You're like, okay, cool. WTMA arc is coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and slide up my stop loss. Boom, you capture your gains up here near the top. It comes back down. It flushes back to a reload area, which was a 2-week trigger from the start of the trade anyway. So that's how you see it. Oh, wait a minute. I can't be playing no Don Trip. You trying to get me banned. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the lo-fi, man, until I play this outro song. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. We'll go back to the. But yeah, that's how you see it. So yeah, I already had a net playing out from the 30th. RBRK. Same setup. I don't even have to look at that one. That's the exact same setup as net. Oh, and they IT services. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's see. Boom. And then I'm gonna go. What daggone ticker was that? Net. These are identical. Well, not identical because they don't have that spike right here. But for the most part, from this swing area, it's the same trade. You see it? And but in this case, net has a crap ton of resistance above it, while net is at all-time high, approaching all-time highs. So when net runs, Rubric is going to try to cut through all of this resistance. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be a 1-for-1, because this going to have to, like, Rubric is going to have to fight through a lot of stuff, while net is going to be looking at blue skies. So in this case, you want to trade the leader, which is Cloudflare. Yeah. That's crazy how that same chart popped up. Like, it literally has the same dip and everything. Same inverse arc. Only thing Cloudflare is lacking is the breaker structure, which this one has, and it already has a built-in pullback. Dram. Oh man, here we go with the memory plays. Oh Lord. Oh man. Let's see. Wow. Not enough data on the month. Not on the 2-week. Golly. Okay, not even on the week, but we are above the 12 on the week. That's fine. Oh wow, man, it's looking grim. All right, I'm gonna go to the 8 hours so we can get the extended hours. All right, there you go. So no 200 yet, but we got a fresh inverse arc that happened Thursday, 12 reclaim, and a pullback to this fair value gap. So now we need a 12 reclaim at 64 bucks for Dram to do a little more action. And then it's gonna automatically magnet up to 69 or 70 bucks. And then the WTMA cloud is gonna come down and smack it to oblivion unless TSM has astronomical earnings. And even then, it still could get smacked down. Just like I called on MU and SanDisk. So, Dram pretty decent. I know they just put SK Hynix into it. I actually don't even know the ticker of that thing. Let me see. Let's see. I think it's like SYK. I don't know. We'll see. Right here. It's still got the numerical. I'm just gonna type in SK. Uh-oh. There we go. So, first day on the stock market. And hey, don't do it to yourself. Please. Don't do it to yourself. I'm gonna throw Loop Apex on that thing, man, you know. Watch this. Yeah. That's yeah, don't do it to yourself. Don't trade this yet unless you got a confirmation system that tells you, that the 12 is upholding, Don't do it to yourself. So yeah, DRAM looks pretty good. Just be careful with, because the tickers that are in DRAM are so volatile. When they drop, $100 per day, your DRAM is gonna drop $6 and feel the same. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that DRAM. Just make sure that you get a confirmation system, because if you don't see that freaking SK Hynix is about to drop $200 or MU is about to drop $200, you will get blindsided and it will hurt. I think I already went over NVIDIA. Yeah, I did. I already went over NVIDIA. It's probably in like the 30-minute mark. Pascal gonna give me every ticker in the stock market. I just want to go eat food, bro. I just want to go eat, bro. All right, so Hamwet. I think that's how you say that. Aerospace. Monthly looks good. It's holding the WTMA. It's literally hugging the WTMA the whole move up. That looks clean. Same with the 2 week. Same with the week. Man, dude. It's about to make a big move though. I see it. 3 day, it is inside of the WTMA, but it just retested the 12. That's fine. It retested this liquidity area as well at 265 on the daily time frame. So you see this flat WTMA with a flat 12. So a big move is pending. That's crazy. This move is pending either a crazy move up or a crazy move down. Because when you have both of these flat, especially at the WTMA cloud, either crossover is going to send it into like euphoria. So let's see if I can find another spot where it did it at. I doubt it though. Like it did it here, but it's not the same. It ain't the same condition. I want to find the same condition. It don't look like it. This was kind of, but the 12 didn't cross it. But yeah, you can see what happens when the 12, crosses the WTMA cloud. It just bloop, and then it'll come back up. 12 never crossed it, came back down. 12 crossed it, parabolic move. Came back in, you can cut your trade, let it consolidate. Cross down, drop straight to an order block. Cross back in, you can play it to the top of this cloud, but it's gonna just chop you out. Now you get a fresh inverse arc, you get a break of that, and then you can play that to the upside for this buy side sweep. But that's in hindsight. But yeah, this is about to make a big move either up or down on Hamwet. I want to go back to $5. $5, ooh! Hey, it go down to $5, man. I'm full porting that thing. You also got to look at memory like this, right? So we already went over that they basically fabricated the chip shortage by, hey man, I'm just gonna hike up my prices. There's really not a shortage of memory, so people gonna buy into that, and they'll be like, whoa, so you said you bamboozled us, I'm selling all my stuff. Boom. That's where that crash really came from, especially after a blowout earnings that beat NVIDIA. So if you beating NVIDIA, you should go up. But since they fabricated the memory shortage, they was like, oh, bet we gonna make you pay for it. Bam, strike down. And then SK Hynix just joined DRAM, and they cut the ribbon to NASDAQ this morning to open the bell, and they literally go, man, this memory shortage it's gonna last until 2030. So they already got the narrative that it's fabricated, and then you come out with a brand new memory ticker that's on the US stock market saying that it's gonna stay until 2030. So somebody gotta be lying. It is either the FBI or the CEOs that's saying the chip shortage is gonna last to 2030. So it's all about perception at that point. Oh, 55. Man, oh wow. Yeah, I really am hungry. Oh man. All right. I done went over probably like 20 tickers. I think that's so just a preview of what I'm working on. All right, so I'm gonna go to Spot because I called this out today. I was like, hey, the regime changing. So let's go to the 15-minute and then regular trading hours. I want y'all to look at the top right of the screen. I'm just gonna go into this consolidation area just for you to see it. I'm gonna put the speed at about 5. So I want y'all to look at this top row, where this top widget up here, and see where price action, what makes it react to price action. Oh, it's going too fast. It's going too fast. Dang it. And I probably got to put it on confirmation. I can't read that? Oh, my bad. It should have been working on live. It should work on. Let's see. I probably got the candles moving too fast. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I got the candles moving too fast. Here we go. Can you see it now? And actually, I can make it a little bigger. Oh my Jesus. All right, I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm gonna keep it like that. All right, so look at the price action and then look at the candle's behavior at the same time if you can. So you see when price action is crashing out, you got forced selling, raise cash, risk off. And then once it starts to, pull back up, it'll transition to neutral. And then once we're like full risk on with tech leading, it'll tell you. So right here is growth led. Risk on, boom, crazy candle up, risk on, improving A setups only, growth bid. Hey, I show Sean this. He was like, hey man, that's good, man. So I've been testing it out, and I literally saw the flip before it happened this morning on Spy. Can I what? So I want to see like a hard crash, just so you can see it. But that's the end of that day. Dude, this thing crazy. Can you post a link with the memory shortage being fabricated? Let's go. Oh, I get to you right now. June 30th. Let's see. Rooters. I'm gonna give you rooters. I think Pascal pays for rooters. I know he rich. I know you rich. You gotta lie to me. Here you go. But yeah, Tammy, that thing gonna be cold, man. Ugh. But yep, that's gonna end. That's gonna conclude this week's The Confirmation. We got some daily, and I put some of my own weekly confirmations in there that I saw on my own. Tested on Meta. Bet. Let's go. Ooh. Okay. You want it on daily or what? What? Tell me what time frame you want it on. Let's see. I'm gonna do 2 hours. I'm gonna do 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go right here. Yeah. Boom. Let's see. Here we go. So right there, we was risk on because we was obviously going up. So now, all right, here we go. Uh-oh, I done moved the trailer. There we go. So the gap down, risk off, but that risk, that drop down on that day, I think Meta was trading the opposite of the actual market. Look at that gap up. Dude. That thing clean, man. I just want to see a big spike up so you can see the when it switches. Yeah, like that. And it does it. I put it on the 15-minute time frame and on SPY. I mean, it's not ticker specific. It's overall market. So it don't matter what ticker you're on. It's gonna tell you what's happening in the broad market. So I had it on the 15-minute to tell me as fast as possible on SPY. And as soon as it flipped the neutral today, I sent out the alert. I was like, hey man, we finna flip. Yeah. Dude, look at that gap, bro. Ooh. But yep. That's what I'm working on. I'm still testing it. It probably won't be no beta release. It might be a beta release to like 5 people though. I don't know. I did do a root challenge that ain't nobody been participating in. So, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna say that was maybe the prize or anything. I ain't gonna say that was the prize or anything. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. I appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, asking questions, dropping the tickers. Until next time, I'm out. Now let me go ahead and play this track that I'm about to release next week. Let's see. I can find it. Let's see. Manage videos. Here we go. So y'all heard the country one yesterday. I like that one. All right. Yep, here it is. It's called Confirmation Over Prediction. I don't know if y'all know, but all my songs that I make is about trading. So if you actually listen to the songs, you'll probably learn some aspect of trading that you ain't know about. So, yep. But anyway, Confirmation Over Prediction. I'm out of here. Stay stacked.
Everybody prophesy. Calling tops. Calling bottoms. Me? I wait. I let it prove it. Confirmation over prediction. Huh. I don't guess where it's going, I just wait till it show me. Prophets calling tops, but the future don't owe me. Prediction is a prayer that the ego like to whisper. Confirmation is the proof, and the proof make me richer. I ain't married to a bias, I ain't wed to a lean. Let the candle close the story before I trust what I seen. They forecasting feelings, I'm just reading the tape. Structure, trigger, alignment, then I'm shaping my shape. The C in the stack is the line I don't skip. Confirmation the trigger, keep the discipline grip. You can call it for it happen, be a hero for a day. What the market don't reward you for the guess, just to play. I don't swing at a shadow, I just wait for the light. Let it prove it, let it show it, then I strike when it's right. Confirmation over prediction. Over prediction. Over prediction. discipline.
I don't guess it, I confirm it, then I ride.
Confirmation,
Over prediction.
structure, first, every time. Fortune tellers go broke on the futures, they assume I let the setup mature. Before I enter the room, prediction, want you early, want you wrong, and want you live. Confirmation, keep you patient, keep you humble in the crowd. They chase the prophecy, I just chase the proof. Ego want the glory, but the discipline want truth. Read the chart, not the news, not the guru, not the fear. Wait for the confirmation, make the picture come clear. Sean told me trust the trigger, not the feeling in the chest. You don't rush a root, let it simmer for the rest. I don't need to know the future, I just need it confirmed. Every loss that I ever took was a prediction unearned. Now I sit on my hands till the market show its hand. Cold as the canyon, that's the wolf. Understand?
Don't predict it.
What?
Don't predict it.
Confirm it.
Don't predict it.
Keep discipline.
Wait for the trigger.
Then I win.
Wait for the trigger.
Last one, I ain't never met a prophet stay rich. Guessing is a habit that'll bury you quick. I traded the crystal ball for a rule and a plan. Confirmation over. Prediction, that's the wolf's command. Confirmation,
Over prediction.
I don't guess I wait.
I confirm.
Structure first,
Don't rush a rule.
keep discipline, stay stacked up.